What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with me, your boy Iggy. Today, you join me over here by the scute farm we built in the last episode, which in between episodes, I actually made some revisions to that will actually basically fix the issue we were having with the minecart. So I just moved it up to the top on top of the glass. Thinking back about it, I probably could have... there's somewhere else. I probably could have put it just like right on top of this, to be honest, but you know what? It's fine. So yeah, if you build this, instead of building it back one block right here, you might as well just build the rails by the water or up on top. So that way you can make sure that it actually reaches. I don't know why I was having an issue with the reach, but for whatever reason I was. But yeah, so now we can just hop in the minecart, get it started, and then we just aim down, and then when the turtles are ready to breed, which they're probably not right now, some of them are. All right, you just go back and forth and, you know, hold the button. If you do the F3 and T, it will, while you're holding down right click, it'll just keep like auto spamming it for you, and then you can basically walk away from the farm and then come back, and you know, a bunch of turtles will have hatched and you'll have a bunch of scutes and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're just going to leave these guys kind of chill right here for now. We'll maybe breed up a couple more if we can. I keep forgetting we have the swift sneak now, so it's like super trippy moving around with that kind of speed. But, so yeah, today we are actually going to put this on the back burner. We are not going to put a structure around it yet because we need to do something about this monstrosity. I've been looking at it in between episodes, and I'm sure there's a way we could compact this down a little bit, but I think I am going to just say screw it and do the Il Mango perfectly distributed design that does not involve, you know, like hopper minecart unloaders and loaders and all that stuff, and it will just perfectly put the right amount of the items into the furnaces at the same time with the correct amount of fuel, so no fuel is wasted. Assuming you put in the correct amount of fuel, like, you know, a divisible number by the amount of furnaces. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get this torn down, and then we will measure out the footprint of the new array. I believe it's like 29 blocks, I think, by like 4 deep and 7 high. So pretty close to this. I mean, this is what, 1, 2, 3... okay, so this one's 4 high. The other one's a little bit taller, but that's no big deal because we've got this whole big area to work with. So that thing can be 7 high, no problem. And then we will probably also have more than enough room to possibly put like an automatic bamboo farm up there that can feed directly into the system. So this thing can just have tons of fuel all the time. The only thing we may have to do is throw a chunk loader in here. Let's see if we can get the chunk borders to show up. So let's see, this is 1, this is 2. How does the other one line up with the edge of this building? So this one comes all the way out past the edge here. So hypothetically, we could just throw a chunk loader right in the middle of this one. Like put it in this chunk right here, and then that should also get the house behind it that has our lava bucket farm in it. It might also get these two as well, so these will continue to run. At least the nether wart will grow, and the I mean, that one's just where we grow the nether tree, so that's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so I think a chunk loader in this chunk, and then that way we can figure out how we are going to put a building around this that kind of ties in with this, and then what we plan to do over here on the front of this, because this one's going to kind of have to wait until, you know, let's get these borders turned off. Nope. I always think B is for borders, but B is for hitboxes and G is for borders for whatever reason. But anyway, so yeah, this building right here, I kind of want to have like a almost like flat front with diagonal sides that kind of ties into these somehow. Maybe a second building right here. But the main thing is we need to figure out the footprint for this, how much space we're going to want, the footprint for the potential fuel source that we're going to be maybe putting above that. And then once we get like kind of a frontward building around this and how it's going to look from this angle, then we can go ahead and figure out how we're going to blend the side bit in here. So I've got a super smelter to tear down, and then we will join back up and kind of figure out how things are going to look. So I will be right back with you. All right, so we're back, and it's nighttime. The old furnace is gone. We got leftover bits in there, and then we got our redstone chest out. This is actually a lot cheaper of a build than I remember it being. I must have built it early game, the last world that I built it in, because I remember it being more expensive. But yeah, so you basically just need a couple stacks of building blocks, a couple stacks of hoppers, a couple stacks of redstone, and then just some little miscellaneous bits, which are all right there. It will all be in the tutorial, which I will have linked below. We're using a design by Mango. Mango makes great stuff. This is not the first farm of his that we've used in this world, and it probably will not be the last either. So, that being said, this thing is 29 blocks wide, I guess, 4 blocks deep, and then 7 blocks high. So, starting from the dead center point of this building, since we always build in odds, and beautifully enough, this is a odd numbered build, which is perfect. We've got, you know, our little center point right here. We got a nice 3-block gap in the back, since we are just going to share the back wall with this building. The gap ensures that, you know, the 7 blocks won't be too high for over here, even though I think this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 7's right there. So actually, that will line up perfectly with where the floor would hypothetically be on that one, which is great. Which means if we have to, we can potentially swap out some of the iron building blocks for other building blocks, depending on what we got going on up above. Like I said, I do kind of want to get like a automatic bamboo farm up there, maybe with flying machines, and that way we can just smelt stuff up and have it come down right into the furnace array, and we will have tons and tons of fuel. So, because that is the thing I guess I should mention too. It's in the tutorial if you watch it, if you build this, but you do, if you're using sticks or something that burns quick, you need to have the furnace kind of backlogged a little bit, because the distribution is perfect, but the sticks burn so quick that if you don't have them ready to go, you will run out. So I'm going to get cracking on building this thing, and once I'm all finished with it, we will come back and have a look, and then maybe, if there's time, start deciding on what we're going to do building wise for this. I'm not sleeping through the nights because I'm waiting for our turtle eggs over here to start hatching, so we can, you know, get some more scutes. The eggs are easy to get because we can just breed the turtles and then just go, you know, silk touch them, but the scutes take a little bit of time. We only have, you know, 9, which I would like to have, you know, maybe a few more. So we'll just let a couple rounds of turtles hatch here. Everything's pretty well lit, even though it doesn't really look it with the shaders. So yeah, we are good to go. So I'm going to go ahead, get cracking on this, and I will join you back up once we've got a better furnace array. So I will see you momentarily. Alrighty, so we got the smelter all finished up. Pretty straightforward design, actually. It just kind of repeats itself. Easy tutorial to follow, not a lot of resources, and this thing is pretty much perfect. So now it's just a matter of kind of like, I did a little bit of decorating and then realized, you know, I should probably start filming. So here is the finished smelter. We've got our smelts will go in there, and our fuel will go into that one. You can kind of come around the back here and see the redstone in case you don't feel like building this yourself. But yeah, it's just kind of a repeating pattern here all the way along between the hoppers, repeaters, you know, blocking the redstone from sending the signal down to the bottom, all that good stuff, right? So pretty sweet, and actually it lines up just at the top here, so we can easily put a like potential floor if we needed to above this without any issues, which is great. And then yeah, we can from our fuel line right here, we can actually have a hopper come straight down with the bamboo if we put a bamboo farm up here. So I think that is going to be the plan. But I think what we'll do is we'll finish off the episode kind of decorating this thing up a little bit. I kind of went with the quartz. Maybe we'll put some sort of stone along the top bit. Actually, So let's see. If I did a stair here and then a block right there, I guess we could just do dual blocks all the way down the end. And that would probably actually look pretty good. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll just do a bunch of smooth quartz stairs. We'll kind of put them along the base down here. Actually, you know what? Let's fill this in. Perfect. And then we can put stairs all the way along the base down here. So that will hide the hoppers in the back and make this look real nice and clean. And then we'll probably put another row of stairs right along up here, and then just smooth quartz on the top. So I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I can't sleep, so it's dark. I'm going to go ahead and get that in, and then hopefully by the time it is all complete, it will be morning. We can have a look at it and finish up the episode. So I will see you in a moment. Alrighty, so we've got it decorated enough for now. Eventually, like I say, we will have some sort of structure around here to kind of mask this a little bit, but figured eventually this wall will probably connect. Maybe this door will move, which means this light will move, but just wanted to put a little service access back in here so we can get to the redstone in the back. Everything's nice and well lit, so there's no issues there. And then coming around to the front, you know, pretty straightforward. Just, you know, furnaces, smooth quartz, wanted it to look very clean and pristine. And then did some of the purple frog lights in there. Do need to bring this side over just a hair, I think, just to kind of finish it off like that side, just so it matches. But other than that, super stoked with how it came out. You know, this thing served me very well in my quarantine survival world, so I'm excited to have it again. You know, it gets so frustrating when you've got like one furnace that's not turning on because it didn't get enough fuel, or like it's not, you know, getting enough items to smelt, so all the fuel's there. Like it's a hassle dealing with the other ones, and you know what, in the end I should have just built this one to begin with. But that being said, the one thing to note is you do kind of want to have an amount of fuel divisible by 23, because this is kind of a weird amount. It's not divisible by, you know, 8 like the normal stacks in Minecraft are. I think Ilmango may have done a tutorial for one of these that is only 8 furnaces, so a little cheaper, a little easier to manage the fuel for, because you can just put stacks in there and know that it will get distributed evenly. But for the meantime, I went ahead and counted out just the right amount of fuel for what I had pulled out of the other one. So we're just going to go ahead and chuck all of this in there, and it should start gradually filling those up. And then once they all get one, they will all populate at the exact same time, which is fantastic. That's what all the redstone around the back here is for, is to make sure that everything gets distributed nice and evenly. So not only do we have the hopper line that actually puts the fuel in, and the one that actually puts the things to smelt in, there's an additional hopper line that has the redstone bits all along the back. So you can see it just probably just put one in, possibly the second one. But if we look now, they should all have, oh, we're at 3 already. So yeah, all of these will be exactly the same. Now they should all have 4, even if we come back to these. So super, super, super cool design. You never waste any fuel, and you don't waste any smeltables. Nothing gets like built up or clogged or congested or anything like that. You could also do this double wide and just kind of like mirror this side over on this side, which Ilmango does go over in his tutorial. So if you have the space for it and you wanted one that was, you know, an even number so that the fuel would be distributed properly, like just putting stacks in there, then that would that's also an option for you. But that being said, I think that is going to do it for today's episode. We can't really do a whole lot much more until we've, you know, kind of figured out some structures for here, and well, mainly for here, and then for the turtle farm down at the end. I think maybe next episode we'll consider doing a flying machine bamboo farm, and then just figure out a creative way to hook it up to our little input chest over here. So that way, you know, we'll have the bamboo just kind of coming straight down right into this guy right here from up there. But that being said, that's going to do it for today. As always, thanks for watching. If you liked the episode, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you're notified every time a new video comes out. Check out all my links in the description down below, as well as Ilmango's tutorial for the super smelter that we built today. And yeah, that being said, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.